then there's another paragraph where it appears that you contributed to the debate, perhaps about MPIs. It says, Simon Stevens argued that, stepping back, not everyone currently accepted there was a problem. People did not think measures were fair. They questioned whether they worked, and if they did work, they wanted financial support. Government response should take these factors into account. So first of all, slightly contrary to what you said a moment ago, this does appear to suggest that you were contributing to discussions beyond simply the NHS capacity matters.
Well, I think on this occasion I was asked, what are people in the health service in Liverpool, Merseyside, the North West seeing about what's happening in their local situation? Because obviously part of my responsibilities were often to be out and about around the country talking directly to people who were affected. And I think in that comment I was reflecting what I had been told directly from people in Merseyside, Manchester and elsewhere, that frankly the set of mechanisms that were then supposedly in place in those areas were not working. And their view was that part of the problem was that there wasn't sufficient financial support for people who were being asked to self-isolate. And so when I was asked the question, I answered.
Yes, and in fact one of the themes of the evidence that we've heard is precisely on that issue, that there was a live question about whether sufficient financial support was being provided, including, in fact, to workers in the healthcare sector. And I think, are you saying that perhaps it was workers in the healthcare sector that you were reporting back on, as it were, needing further financial support?
You know, I can't remember that specifically, because obviously there were different arrangements for NHS staff, furlough and so forth. So I can't say that directly. But what I can say is that I think this was a time, as I recall it, when it was a pretty variegated set of local restrictions that were in place around the country. And frankly, a lot of people were struggling to understand the rationale and what they were supposed to be doing in one place or another. And I think it's the case that after this, the government then moved to their more sort of clear-cut tiering system to try and respond to that.